Dun, 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 dun. Hello, me. Hi. There we go. We got the YouTube chat up. We got the CheetiChat up. We just got to get the system on here. Hello there, Lishy. How you doing, Bean? Hold on, let me close this door here real quick. Hey, Scythe. How you doing? Yeah. Guys, we're on like a whole different headset today. This is pretty cool. Yeah. There's no face tracking, or there's no mouth tracking today, but hey, you still got the eyeballs.
Hello there.
Hello there, Zephys. How you doing, Bean? Hi. Different microphone, too. Yasher says, hey, Cheeto. How's it going? It's going great. He's now stuck outside the door. So this is a new thing I'm having to deal with. I don't know if I can show it to... Oh, nope, it's still there. This left controller keeps randomly disconnecting. There might be something wrong with this one. So I may have to go look into maybe possibly returning this one. We'll see. I do notice a bit of a scuff on the bottom left of the headset, and I don't know if that has something to do with the tracking going out on the left side. But we'll see. Zephys says going to be trying Generation 0 in the background. That's awesome. A new game. Heck yeah. Nope, see, there it goes again. It's just randomly doing... Oh, there it goes. It's really random. I kind of want to take like a camera that's really sensitive to IR, because these are tracked by IR, and see if the lighting system on the rings are not working right. But the right controller works great. Yeah. But yeah, we're using the PSVR 2 today. It's got quite the nice microphone, I think. It sounds really pretty. Oh, it sounds pretty, but you know. Ah. Hi, Alan. Welcome on through. Oh, it's a Neo. Yeah, it's a Neo. How you doing? What's up today? What do you guys got going on? It's Thursday. We're almost done with the week. Did you guys enjoy your Wednesday? I know I did. I got to join a whole bunch of very pretty Avali. Very beautiful Avali. The headset that I'm using now has OLED panels in it, and I've never seen Avali be so colorful before. It was wonderful. Scythe says, I use a PSVR 2 to play Resident Evil Village in VR. Very cool. Did you know you can hook it up to your PC too? It's pretty cool, gotta say. However, I am having some trouble with it at the moment, but I think that's an easy fix. We'll see. It is a little weird. There we go. We'll get it. We'll get it working. Don't you worry. I don't know. Like, for $300 and for me $240, right? Man, it's such a steal. It's amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Yasher says, Wednesday was fun, especially the flying griffin train. That was pretty cool. Wow. I like the part where we squished Cynic in Fluff. That was pretty cool. Cynic had no choice but to just let it happen. They were squished. They were squashed. Wow. Hi, Azuri. Welcome on in, Bean. How was your day so far? Bless you. Scythe, my goodness. Stinky Bean. So my thing today is I feel a little weird today. Don't know why, but I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can use this weird feeling and turn it into something nice. So I'm here streaming with you guys today. A little late, It's 4 o'clock right now. I shouldn't be live right now, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it anyway. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it well. It was so silly too, says Sebas. Yes, definitely. Well, let me check something here real quick. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. That's a little better. Let's just keep talking for a little bit and see if we still get that overmodulation stuff. Hi, Phoenix. Welcome on through. How you doing today? Alan says, can you take my pain? I would be happy then. Well, I'll just give you some head pats. Yeah. Head pats for you. Hey. Hi, Phoenix. I'm thinking maybe a pop filter for the microphone. What do you think? I like that idea. We'll see if I can find one that'll fit over a flat space. Phoenix says, doing well. Just got out of work. Figured I would hop on in here. Nice. Welcome on in. Right now I'm kind of not really testing. I did it yesterday, but I need more time in it. But I've got a PSVR 2 now. It has OLED panels. Oh, wait, hold on. There's another thing it does too. Look, and this is perfect for a volley because it has finger tracking for 3 fingers. So it's got the thumbs, right? But then it's got like minute, like I'm not pushing the button down, I'm just touching it. And it can actually track, I don't know if it's the pressure it's tracking or the fact that your finger's touching it. But it's like the index controllers. What are they called? The knuckles? It actually tracks your fingers. Pretty cool. Hi, Welsh. Welcome on through. They say, hey, cute Cheeto Bird. Hi, how you doing? Welcome on in. Yeah. The only problem right now, though, is that I think there's something wrong with this left controller. It keeps getting stuck in space. I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, last night was awesome. It was really cool. I had a lot of fun. There was a lot of people there, though. That was, I will say that was a little on the overwhelming part for me. I kind of had like a little bit of a, I don't know what it was. It was weird. I kind of like didn't want to be there for a little bit. I ended up just going up to the top thing where there was like 5 people up there and let the whole other 30 people kind of like chill out down there. That hasn't happened in a while. That used to happen a lot, and then ever since I've started doing these volley things and meetups and things, it's been a lot better. But yesterday, that feeling came back, and I was like, I don't know about that. But Smiley fed me some food. I felt better, and then I tackled the late night meetup too. That was fun, and I didn't feel bad that time. It was weird. I don't know what that was. Lizzie says, good afternoon, awesome bird. Hi, Lizzie. How you doing, Bean? Hope you're doing well. Yasher says, I moved away from the group for a few minutes. It got quite loud. Well, I mean, there was like almost close to 40 people there yesterday. That was like, I checked at some point right before the dance, and there was 35 people there, and then I think a few more people joined after that. So I think we were almost at 40 people. That's a lot of people. Oh, dear. Okay, why is that happening? That's new. I'm not moving in VR, though. So is that VR chat doing that? What is going on? What is that? Oh. I'm not the only one seeing this, right? Hold on. What is going on here? It's like I have a waist tracker on and it's freaking out or something, but nothing's happening. It's only the avatar doing that. I'm not doing that for real. Oh. Let's try and change avatars really quick here. That is so weird. So I open the menu and it stops, but if I close it again, it starts happening again. Yeah, too much coffee. I got the zoomies. Yeah, I went zoom. My goodness. Such a speedy little bird. I wanna move the camera down. I think it's back there, so let me see if I can do this. There it is. Oh, this one's got facial animations. For some reason, the Ella Volley seems to be missing all those. I'm not sure why. There we go. I never realized the Spirit Volley of mine has red glasses. Too much coffee. Yeah, too much coffee. Can I make a smile? Oh, I can. Look at that cute little smile. Eee, look at that. That's cute. I like that. Neat. So I know how to make a smile now. Azuri says, oh, Cheaty, to answer your question last night about doing body acting stuff, I haven't considered it before, but that sounds like it could be fun. I mean, what I mean is, like, you do it so well that I can pretty much, without you doing sign language, understand kind of what you're trying to say without saying it. A volley. Yeah. Oh. But like, I feel like you could probably, if you were interested in even doing it, but I think you could make YouTube videos where it's understood universally because you don't talk, right? Where you could, like, let's see, what's something that you could do? Like just making a cup of coffee, for instance, right? You make a cup of coffee, you come down like a set of stairs or something, you have full body and everything like that. You could do this, walk down the stairs and do the morning ritual of walking into a space and going like, oh, I don't want to be here until I have my cup of coffee, you know? And then like make the cup of coffee and like interact like you're just literally waiting for the K-cup to finish brewing or whatever, you know? And then you have that cup and then you smile. Oh, there we go. I swear I couldn't do that yesterday. I can smile now. Hey. What does this one do? Oh, bedroom eyes. We don't want those. What about this one? Or this one? I could have sworn it used to be this. I think the controls on this are different. Wow. But yeah, I think you could easily make like maybe like 30-second like little YouTube shorts or things like that. If you're interested, I could maybe teach you how to do that. I'd love to see more Volley content. I would say probably the best video editor though is actually on Android, and if you have a tablet, you can easily just get this program called UCut, I think it's called, that I use for all my video editing. I know that sounds really stupid. I do a lot of videos, right? But I do all the editing, almost all of it, on a tablet. I think I may need to turn down the audio feedback of the microphone because it makes me feel like I'm yelling all the time, so I'm like really quiet now. don't know how to do it just for the headset, though. Is my voice too loud for you guys? Fungus? Guys, the fungus got away. How could you? But yeah, that sounds really cool, Azuri. I hope that you get a chance to do that. Yasher says, no, your volume's good. Oh, okay. Shuri says, I'm not particularly interested in content creation. I guess I'm more of a live performer kind of creature. Well, so content creation, you probably wouldn't be a streamer either, would you? Right? Because I'm not entirely sure how well a, what do you say, someone who doesn't talk with their character would do streaming too well, to be honest. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but like for streaming, actually I just realized the cameras are both out. Why? I didn't change anything with the cameras. At least I don't think. Man, like so many things are weird today. Wow. But yeah, I think just you how do you say, just like acting out things in the way that you act things out in VR while you're at a meetup and stuff are just really fun to see. By the way, guys, I wrote a thing on one of my YouTube short descriptions. I don't usually make YouTube short descriptions. I usually just skip that. But I randomly put in, like, does anybody read these descriptions thing? And then I said, if you do read this, say your mom in the comments. And somebody actually did it. Lishy says, I like your voice, but I need sleep. Good night, Orange Bally. Good night. Have a good one, Lishy. Thanks for showing up today. You're awesome. Bye-bye. You know what I'm looking forward to is watching a streamer tonight. I want to sit down in my office chair, which is a lazy boy, by the way. If anyone knows that, they're really comfortable chairs. But I want to sit in my lazy boy and just watch a streamer for a little bit. That sounds like fun. Hey. Zoom. We're zooming. Happy dreams, Lishy. You know what we haven't done in a while is, let's see here. Grab one of my cards here. Hello. You can see me. I see you. Oh, wow. You can see the clouds in my eyes. Meow. Look at that. That's really cool. All right, let's see here. This one says, what family story have you heard once too often? But I don't really have too many family stories that we bring up multiple times, so I don't think I can answer that one. What about you guys? Does anybody have any family stories that your family brings up maybe a little bit too much? Are they embarrassing stories? Does it include baby photos? You know, I kind of got lucky with that one. I never really had to deal with the baby photo thing. There's a lot of pictures of me when I was a kid, but that's like probably when I think those pictures started getting taken around like when I was 7 years old. There's not really any baby photos of me, which is really cool because I don't have to worry about being embarrassed. Hey, Smiley, have you ever seen Hayo when he was a baby? Look at how wrinkly he was. Look at how tiny he was. Neo, hello. How you doing, Bean? Well, come on in. How you doing? Alapec says, yeah, I'm finishing my third... Oh, you were talking about this. Finishing my third day of controller active. What is that doing there? There we go. Third day of quitting the vaping. Oh my goodness, you didn't mention that. That's really cool. So people can't say, we get it, you vape. Wahaha, cries in withdrawal. Oh, you poor bean. You're doing an awesome job. I mean, shoot. I mean, I know because my mom has tried to quit smoking and vaping. She has switched over to vaping now. Oh my god. Don't do that. What's up? I can't mute the microphone on this one.
What you doing?
I'm streaming.
Streaming?
Yeah.
Nerd?
I am a nerd.
Steal my...
Are you getting another one? Yeah. Loot. Smiley just comes in here and steals my my sodas. I ended up buying myself some more sparkling water. These ones are called Polar. They're pretty okay, but boy, they were expensive. I bought them from a store that normally you wouldn't buy stuff like that from, and they charged a premium for it. But I was like, you know what, I'm here, so I'll just get it. But Alapec says, yeah, I'm finishing my third day of quitting. The conversation you were having was, yeah, you're doing a really good job, because I know by the time you hit the third day, it's probably one of the hardest days. So you're doing really good if you're making it through. I think the first week is usually the hardest. Not that I know for sure, but I know it's like the first week of like getting rid of the nicotine in your system, and then it continues on for a little while after that. Are you quitting cold turkey, or are you doing like the little, what do they call those? The little gum stick things, or the patch? They have the patches too. Neil says, I'm eating num-nums. Nah, nice. What's for dinner? Lazari says, I have considered streaming before, but I don't think a mute like me would get very far. Plus, I struggle keeping on task, and I AFK a lot. Yeah, I'm not sure how a mute person would do streaming, but it never hurts to try. If there's a way that you can maybe make it so that you can somehow type in something, or maybe a voice changer, maybe, if that's something that you're worried about, your voice, your natural voice being heard or anything like that, you could do a voice changer. They make text-to-speech things, and you can type in VR. I'm sure there's a way that you could have like a box that you could type into, and then it would say it with a TTS speaker bot thing. That's an idea. I know that would be not the best way to do it, but I mean, there's options out there. Alapec says, cold turkey. Not really sure why I chose to quit. I just got annoyed with the particular pods that are sold near me. I mean, quitting vaping and smoking in general is, in the long run, a really good idea. So if you got a random reason to do it, more power to you. But yeah, no, that's really cool. I'm trying to think. In my mind, I never really smoked. I did for like maybe a total of like 3 months. I was smoking cigars and stuff like that. I just wasn't a fan of the stinkiness. It's enjoyable when you're smoking it, but then after that, and you like go back inside the house and you just reek of the smoke. It's like, Vaping was cool because it smells nice. But I don't know. I never really got the what is it called? I never got the thing that people actually enjoy about nicotine, where it kind of like wakes you up. It feels like you just drink like a really strong cup of coffee, and if you like vape too much or whatever, then you kind of feel a little woozy for a little bit. I never really got that, so I don't know if that's why I never really got into it. And I don't know. I just I didn't get it. But I guess that's a good thing, because like vaping is not necessarily a good thing for you either way. Or not vaping, but smoking cigarettes and stuff. But I know it's a way to like cope with stress and stuff, so I get it. I didn't get it myself. Yasher says there's lots of no mic streamers. If you find a niche, you could do well as a mute streamer. I really do think, Yasher, I'm sure you've seen Azuri before. Oh no, you did. You were there. They have a really cool way of like interacting and stuff like that. And I think maybe what you could do instead of speaking anything, I don't know if maybe you could make like a world or something, or find a world where there's like noisemakers and stuff and make certain noises, or maybe even a soundboard. I know a lot of people do that, where you have like certain soundboards where you make like a doo-doo-doo, you know, like noise, like yeah, or something. I don't know. There's options out there. Alapec says, okay, one reason I also got annoyed with it is I used to enjoy a pipe and some bourbon on the patio. Vaping kind of ruined that because there was no mellowing effect. Really? Because like, isn't the I mean, I'll agree with that. When there was a couple times where I had like a cigar with a friend, and then I was having like a steak, maybe I think it was a steak, and then we were also like enjoying like I forget what the drink was, but it was probably bourbon. I don't know. I was smoking cigars, and I think it's just like the social aspect of it is kind of the thing I enjoyed, because I didn't get any effect from it. You know, like some people say, like they get an effect from smoking cigarettes and cigars and stuff like that. I just didn't get that. But it's definitely something nice to do when you're with people. Blender says, Cheeto, go shower. No, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Hi, Blender. Hello, Bean. Hi, Nanashi. Welcome on through. Blender, look. I'm using eyeball tracking now on the PSVR 2. Very cool. Very swag. I like it. The Cheeto dust is piling up. Oh, that's what you... No, I'm not in the right avatar for that. That is a funny thing. Maybe we should bring that out really quick. Oh, wait. I wonder if I can switch back to the Elevolley. Let me do that really quick and see if it does that thing again.
Scream.
Scream. Yeah, see, now it's not doing it. That was such a weird thing it did earlier. I've never seen... That would be so funny if that happened in a public lobby. That would really confuse people. Actually... Oh my gosh, Sylvie! Hi! How you doing, Bean? It's the two cutie birds. Oh my gosh. What do I owe to be blessed with the two of you showing up today? Wow. Oh, here, let me switch to the uploaded. Random's Jerry for Cheaty. Oh dear. But you know, the funny thing is the way that Random gave me this, he actually gave me his avatar. So it has his expressions. I think it's this for his happy smile. which I'm going to cherish, by the way, because I'm not. I love that his character does this. When I see him do this, it makes me happy. Sylvie says hi. Oh, that was a horrible sound I just made. Hi, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing great, Sylvie. Thank you so much. Ohio from Ohio. Yeah, that's me. Blender says, I don't know. You're an awesome friend. That's usually enough. Fair enough. I gotcha.
Hey,
Sylvie said,
keep it up.
Did I really just get scared by that? Okay, hold on. Let me do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know how to count. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Are you ready for it? Swash, wash, 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 wash. Yeah, I'm scared of you. Oh, but wait, we gotta take a shower. You guys ready for the shower? Wah! There we go. I lose all my cheese. Yeah.
Cookie. Nom, nom, nom.
Awesome, now you burned some calories. You earned some cookies. Oh, wait, I have cookies. I'm just gonna eat one though. Oh geez, it defaults, when I don't hold the controllers, it defaults to that face. Maybe I switch out of this character. The only thing that stings about the PSVR 2, it doesn't have hand tracking. I don't think anyway. Your color's gone. Yeah, I lost my color. I took a shower. There we go. Yeah, what was it? Random created this avatar with the Cheeto effect and the dust and all that stuff. He said he made it in about 15 minutes. That's fast. An Albi volley. Actually, there is an albino volley. There's actually somebody named Albi. He's a Foxo character. I'm really a fan of him. He's pretty cool. Sylvie says, just eat a bag of cheese puffs and poof, you got your colors back. Well, I just naturally make my Cheeto dust. My Cheeto. My Cheeto. I think we're just gonna use this guy. I kind of like this guy for this headset. This avatar, because I can actually like smile with this one. The Ella Volley doesn't seem to have any expressions for some reason. It's so weird. Who stole the color? The Blender did. Yeah. She sprayed me with water and then all the color went away. And then I had to grow all my color back. Sylvie says, just eat a bag of... Oh, yeah, I said that already. Blender says, I love how wacky lore like this gets created through streams and having goober friends. Blender says, sorry. Sylvie says, I honestly really like the Jerry Volley, but gosh, the Speary. I just love it, especially thanks to you, Blender. Aww. Aw, that's cute. But yeah, no, the Spirit Volley is a really good avatar. I mean, even with just like, who is it? Azuri, right? They have the ability. I don't know if they changed the layout of their controllers to make the Spirit Volley be way more interactive with its expressions and stuff. And they don't even have face tracking. I'm just imagining how well they would do if they had face tracking too. but they do really well with their expressions. Oh my gosh! Hi, Playtendo. Welcome on through. How you doing today, Bean? Great to see ya. Guys, if you didn't know, Playtendo right there is also a streamer if you want to check them out. Their name is Playtendo right there in the chat. There you go, a nice little free advertisement there for you. Yeah, you do the streams. Let's pick up another card. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. How do I look without touching the controllers? I look fine. Okay. Let's get this cookie going. Oh, Jesus. Oh, you can really hear me opening this. I sound like a total American here. I also gotta be careful with like gobbling up all this stuff on the stream now because I'm technically on a diet, and we call it Smiley's calling it a what? Oh, is it still trying to track the hands back there? It doesn't give up on it. Hey. Azuri says, I haven't changed anything with it. I just use it enough that I just know the gestures by instinct. Oh, that's awesome. All right, let's see how loud, because this microphone's really sensitive, so let's see how loud the munching is. Oh my god. Delicious. Like I said, I'm only going to have one of these cookies right now. Because it comes in a pack of 2, but I'm going to just have one. Aww. Aww. Birdie love. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh, sorry, I'm like... Happy for you too. Yeah, that's really cute. I'm just trying to finish this cookie here really quick. Azuri says, it typically doesn't take me very long to learn to puppet a new avatar. I noticed that when you have the Griffin, it's like it had just come out, but you immediately learned how to make it do all of its expressions and work it so that it looks really good. The only thing I gotta do now is get mouth tracking, and you guys can see me munch. Blender says, I've got Vive wands. They are clumsy when it comes to puppeteering. I have had, what are they called? They're not Vive wands. They are magnetically tracked controllers called Razer Hydras, which I used with the Oculus DK2. You want to track sometime today, buddy? I like how I moved away from the Quest Pro so that I don't have to deal with non-tracking controllers, and I'm still dealing with it. But the Razer Hydras apparently emulate Vive wands, so they have thumbsticks, but they try to emulate the fact that you're like running on a touchpad. So you move the controllers in the direction that you want to touch the touchpad on, and then if you want to like actually make yourself like move in a certain direction, you click the controller in, and that's when it starts to move. I'm guessing that's how the Vive wands do it too. That's really annoying. Sorry. I would not like to have a head. I think even though I'm like collecting headsets and stuff like that, I don't think I want those controllers if I ever had the chance to. Well, Sylvie says, Hiyo, we need to make a nice selfie of us too eventually. I just realized we never did that. Heck yeah, and if we do that, I'll put it up there. When are you going to bring back Birdcam? It was back. I don't know what changed. I'm sure adding even more USB peripherals into the, because of the headset, even more USB peripherals into the setup. I think it was so much bandwidth that it killed both that camera and that camera. So now I have to like, also OBS crashed like 3 times before I finally was able to get it to run. So I'm sure that had something to do with it too. I'm having a lot of issues. What I need to do is I need to go through my whole entire computer setup and remove everything that's unnecessary, because it's been like 2 or 3 years of projects that are basically hooked up to this computer that I just haven't disconnected. So there's quite a mess of wires back there. Whoa! That one actually is not. That one's really scary. If I'm using a Quest headset, because of the way that they have those downfiring speakers on the headbands, and when you do that one, it actually shoves a gust of wind at my ears, and it's you don't expect it. It's very scary. Oh, one of the cool things about this headset, if I can get the tracking working correctly on all the parts, the headset itself has haptics. I don't know if you knew that, Blender, but I'm going to try and look into whether or not I can somehow get a contact point on my head, and then whenever somebody pats me on the head, I'll actually be able to feel it in some way. That'd be really cool. It's also like really aggressive too. It will vibrate twice when you turn it on, and then when it hooks up to something on the PC. So well, I don't know about immersion. I'm not much one to get immersed, but I really think it would be cool. I think it'd be really cool to feel that, you know. Hello there. I'm not sure who that is, because your name's not showing up. I've never seen that before. But hello there. Welcome on through. I recognize the icon for your name though, or for your account on YouTube. I did respond to you this afternoon. You should try it sometimes. Phantom Sense is fun. Looks at Sylvie. I don't know. I don't think it would really be a Phantom Sense thing, because I would actually be feeling it though, right? Yeah, because I'd actually be feeling like a vibration. Yeah. Cuddles and snuggles and all kinds of stuff. You know, that's really what kind of rocks about having a Quest 2 or 3 or something like that, is that you can actually like set up your play space to be like a bed and just like lay down. I've never done that before. I always use the VR space for this, and there's no bed in here. I feel like it'd be really nice to just lay down on a bed at some point and just be around people. I see that happen a lot. It's like when I'm in the SBF meetups and stuff, people will just like lay down and just like vibe, and that seems really nice. It's tomato now. Wow. Look at that. The controller's been really nice now. I really do think there might be like a connection issue with the IR LEDs in this controller, because it still rotates. It has a connection to the Bluetooth, but then it'll just like randomly stop hooking up to the 6DoF. But this one still works. I don't know. It's weird. Very strange, very cool, very... Because I've tried it. I will see... Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's still doing something. I'm not... My hand's way up here. There we go. But I smacked it a couple times, and it does seem to, like, return the tracking when I do that. But I don't want to keep smashing it, because if I have to return it, I don't want it visibly broken. You know what I mean? Sylvie says, of all my hours in VRC, I can say I've spent 65% horizontal, either on a couch or a bed. See, if I feel like I need like something in here. I mean, I don't have that much space in here. I make do with what I have in here. But it is a relatively small space. Oh, you're fine, Bean. I mean, it's something that's going on in the chat. You two are talking pretty good, so that's good. But no, I would love to have... I've asked Smiley if I could put a bed in here, but he's like, no. Because we do have a small bed that I could technically put in here. Although I do have a cot. I don't know where I got it from, but I have a military cot that I could put like over there. But that would not be very comfy to lay on. And it's like literally almost on the floor anyway, so it wouldn't make any sense. Guys! Got a treadmill and a training bike in the room. Got no space shirt. Well, I mean, the treadmill is one of those flat walking ones. The bike is gone. I took that and put it in the attic. What about a couch? I really don't have space for a couch in here. I was kind of thinking about getting like a bean bag. That'd be pretty cool. But again, that would just take up like a relatively big piece of space in here. Right now I have my, the main things that are taking up a lot of space in here are my two seating things. I have my bouncy ball, or my my yoga ball, and then my computer chair. And then over here I have like a fridge, a little mini fridge with a coffee maker on top of it, and then I have a bookcase with a whole bunch of DVDs and videos and stuff, and then also the snacks from you guys. Sassy Cheaty. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give you... Hey, how's it going? What's going on? Hot stuff? What's going on there? You want to help me move a couch into my... Oh my god, I can't do it with a straight face. You want to help me move a couch into my room? Sylvie says, a friend of mine has one of those super large bean bags, and you could sleep on them quite comfy. I slept 5 days on it on a visit. Oh, I know. I'm just joking. No, when we lived in the apartment, we had one bedroom, and Smiley and I basically shared that together, which is to be expected. But it's like, hey, we would like to have a space for somebody if they wanted to sleep over. There would be a space for that, which was actually technically against our terms of service for the apartment. They said that we couldn't have more than quote unquote 2 heartbeats per bedroom, which also included like pets and stuff like that too. So, you know, that was their reasoning for that. But we did have one of the very large beanbag chairs that more or less kind of took over the entire freaking living room. So it's Pancake now. Aw. Nah, 2 cute birds. Yeah, they're really cute right now. There's happiness happening in my chat right now. Isn't that lovely? Now we gotta tell them about the birds and the bees.
Thank you for the follow, Toshi the Protogen.
Toshi, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you enjoy your stay, Bean. We're just talking random stuff today. Hello. Hi. How you doing, Bean? Yeah, it was a very large bean bag. We kept it for almost the entire time that we were living at that apartment, and part of me kind of wishes we didn't hold on to it for so long, because it did take up a very large portion of our living space. We also just didn't have a couch at the time, but we were also like PC users for the most part. We did a lot of gaming on computers, so we had like two very small computer desks literally right next to each other that I bought for $25 a piece at a dollar store. Put them together, put them next to each other, so it made one really long computer desk. And then I pieced together 2 eBay office machines for us to use. You could say that we had the struggle when we were first starting out, but it really wasn't. We enjoyed every moment of it, so it was really cool. Toshi says, I'm looking for someone to collab with me. I'm a new streamer. I mean, there's a ton of people out there who like to do collabing and stuff like that. I'm still kind of, I would say I'm still relatively new to the VR chat streaming stuff. But I'm really not the best person to collab with at the moment. I'm still working my way to working with other people. Oh, really? Did you show Smiley your new avatar? Oh, he saw yesterday. Well, that's really cool. That's awesome, Bean. It is a hole in time. Tashi says, I can't find anyone. Well, if you're relatively new, I wouldn't try and rush it. I would definitely try and create your own kind of content first. Make your own space, let people find you, and then you guys can work out whether or not the two of you are compatible with each other. Usually going to other people's streams when you're relatively new and asking to collab with you, when you don't have, how do you say, a storefront already. You know what I mean? Like you don't have a space created yet. So you want to create that space first so that the two of you can kind of gauge, okay, well, okay, I make this content and you make that content. How can we make this work together? Buggo mode person there says, I can't find the stream on Twitch. Can someone give me the link to it? Oh, did that work? Yeah, if you look me up, I'm Hio_CheetiBird on Twitch. I think you can also just Google my name as well, CheetiBird. Usually will pull up every single social media thing I have. I'm kind of out there right now. I got accounts everywhere. I think it'd be really cool if one of these days I could like type in Hio and I come up. But right now, if you type in CheetiBird, or I don't know if Cheaty works, but I know if you type CheetiBird, which is like just a really simple part of the name, it finds all of my stuff now. It's really cool. Me. Blender, when's the name change coming to over here? Or can you change your name? I'm not sure. That was so cool seeing that this morning, by the way. I was in my my DMs with somebody else. I was like, who's this? And then I see your profile picture. I'm like, no way, cool. Sylvie says it's the newest Wally Wednesday video somewhere to find. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't make one yesterday. So the one we recorded yesterday is going to be posted sometime on Wednesday. Well, I make it somewhere within the next week, and then I post it on the Wednesday, the next Wednesday. That gives me like basically the whole week to do it. I didn't do it for the last one. I'm such a bad bird. I know I pulled a cheaty. Yeah, I didn't make the video. I got a little preoccupied with this thing. Because Smiley was like, "Hey, do you want to go get it?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I got it, and then I like played with it all day. That sounds horrible without context. Oh my god, I'm a good bird, I swear. Sylvie says, "Hey, don't worry, it's fine." Yeah. What I might do is include the videos from last week into the coming week's one as well. So that's what I do sometimes. I do like a 2-for-1 special kind of thing. I can only change the capitalization. Aw, that's kind of poopy. You really can't change your username on here? But yeah, that makes the, I guess I'm glad I set my name as Hio_CheetiBird. For the longest time, I was kind of like in the mindset, it's like, well, how do I call myself online? Right? Because I was going to be Hio Bird for a while, because I used to be Hio Pone. But I was like, you know what, maybe I could be Hio Bird. But then my friends like to call me Cheety a lot. So I was like, I wonder if I can incorporate that into my name, like have like a first and last name kind of thing going on. So then I was kind of playing around with Hio Cheety, and then I made it Hio CheetiBird. But then like I really fought with myself for a little bit, because I was like, I don't know if I like the bird part at the end. But I kind of stuck with it, and the funny thing is that now if you look up Cheety Bird on Google or something like that, it knows who you're talking about. Luffy Davali says, "I'm on Twitch now. Hey, welcome on through, Bean. Thanks so much for stopping in." I hope I'm saying your name right. Luffy Davali. Blender says, "Nope, it's Amazon. What makes you think they care?" I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't. Did you know that they're getting rid of Amazon Prime Gaming now? The thing where you can, well, I think they said it's not necessarily changing. They're just getting rid of the mentions of Prime Gaming. I'm not sure why they're doing that. But the Prime Gaming part of Amazon was that if you have an Amazon account and you have Amazon Prime, they actually gift you one free Prime subscription, or not Prime subscription, but Twitch subscription to one person on Twitch. And I do use that. But that was the whole point of like the whole Twitch Prime thing, is just like having it mixed in there like that. They said they're not going to get rid of the I'm brain farting. They're not going to get rid of the whole Twitch Prime sub thing, but they're just removing the naming for it, which kind of makes me think that in the future they are going to remove it. Because the price for like, what is it? Amazon Prime is like what, $14 a month? And then if you're getting gifted a free Twitch Prime sub, that's like $5.99 out of their profits. So they're probably going to get rid of that at some point because they want more money. You know how that is. Big companies want money. Sylvie says, hi. When you Google Sylvia Volley on Google Pictures, Blender shows up there too. I should go. I don't think I've ever gone through, what is it? I've never gone through Google Photos for myself before. I should give that a shot and see what happens. You know, I like to think that this delicious. I like to think that this controller is having Bluetooth issues, but the other one is working perfectly fine. See, look, it's back there, and it's still doing rotational data. So I don't think the Bluetooth connection is having any trouble. It's just the headset is having trouble tracking the rings. Now let's do percussive maintenance. Oh, nope, still goofing. Alright, Blender. Happy dreams to ya. Sleep well, Bean. Oh, head pats for ya. Yeah, head pats for ya. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye. Hey, can you stop being a butt face? Fix yourself. Alright, let's try and turn it off. Okay. And back on. Oh. There we go. Sylvie says, I'm gonna follow her. Good night, Hayo, and have lots of cuddles and head pats. See ya. Bye, Sylvie. Go take care of Blender, okay? Have a wonderful rest of your night, you two. Have lots of snuggles. Bye-bye.
Thank you for the follow Liofi _ da _ Avala
Luffy.
once _ again.
Da Avali, once again, welcome on through. How you doing? Thank you so much for hitting that follow button. Greatly appreciated. Sylvie says, thanks, you too. Wow. Hope you enjoy your stay, Luffy. We do a lot of this. We do a lot of just chatting streams. We're not much of a video game player. I've tried it numerous times. I just can't find the interest in video games at the moment. I don't know why, but I don't really care for them. Yeah, I was sure. I don't know why I couldn't see your name though. That was so strange. I've never seen that before. But yeah, really cool. And I didn't know you were in a volley. That's really neat to see. An oyster? Wow. Luffy, I got a question for you. What's for dinner? What are you gonna have for dinner today? Are you the one that plans it out? Let's hear about it. Oh. Luffy says, yeah. Battery check. Still doing really good. Ah! Hey. 77%, not too bad. Ozuri, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? I can't like begin to tell you how happy I am for both Sylvie and Blender, but like Blender is like a really close friend of mine online, and it's really nice to see them enjoying that side of life. Gosh, so many cool things have been happening recently. I'm just like happy. Oh my gosh. Nanashi says, but I think I need to go lurk mode, sadly. Bad head. Aw. So you have a great rest of your stream, cutie cheaty. Did you know you can type ! lurk in the chat so you can say your goodbyes? Happy dreams, Nanashi, if you're gonna go sleep, okay? I hope you feel better soon. Bye-bye, Bean. Ozuri says, just waiting out the last 20 minutes until I can go home. Freedom! Yeah! No sleep yet, says Nanashi. Okay. Alright, well Oh. See, I don't know if it's the headset that's doing that, or... I mean, I've never seen it do that before. That is so weird. The weird thing is if you think it was the headset that's doing that, then my head would move. But like even what is it? VR chat, like the camera's not following that. You would think it would follow that. So it's just the avatar doing that. It's so strange. I've never seen that before. And now I can't access the menus because my controller. There we go. There we go. I'm not sure what that is. That's a very strange thing. Can I interact with this? Face tracking. Facial expressions. There we go. Okay, so I can... Hey, buddy. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if it's the headset that does that. That's very strange. What other faces can I make? I can be grumpy and I can be happy. It very well could have. It very well could have. Zuri says, I wonder if maybe VRC updated and broke something. The only thing I can think of is it is the headset I'm using, because I only just started using this yesterday. Although this didn't happen yesterday, so I'm not sure. You know, the really funny thing is that my like everything for the first 30 minutes of being in VR with this headset, everything worked perfect, not an issue at all. But then all of a sudden, after the 30 minutes, the controller started disconnecting. Like they both were disconnecting. This one's doing great now. The left one is still having some issues. I'm not sure what's going on there. Like, look at that. There we go. it's so goofy. I don't want to take it back and say, hey, this didn't work out for me, because I'm not necessarily using it for its intended purpose. You know, it's supposed to be hooked up to a PSVR 5 or whatever, or PS5. But I really, because there is damage to the headset on the left side here. There's a crack in it, and it looks like I got hit pretty hard with something at one point. And I do wonder if that has something to do with there's a camera on the bottom left over here that might be being affected by that. Because it's only the left controller that loses 6DoF tracking, and I wonder if the camera in the headset is knocked out of alignment or something, causing it not to track correctly. Lada Moses says, there's no fish for you. You can't tell me what I can and can't have. Look at all the fish out there. Look at all the fish out there. There's tons of them out there. I'm going to have some later. I'm going to go against what you're saying right there. I'm going to go gobble up some fish. Heck yeah. Show me fish. Well, they're out there. So, yeah. Yasher says, I like my Quest Pro controllers. No issues even after slamming them together way too hard one day. Yasher, I don't know. I know a lot of people tend to have the issue that I have. I'm really happy you don't, because it is really annoying. But if the Quest Pro wasn't having all the issues that it always has for me, then I probably would be using that more often. But it really is quite annoying what that headset does to me. Not that this one's any better at the moment. Latamosa says, I think Hayo is the fish. I think you might be right, because you are what you eat after all, and I eat a lot of fish. Maybe I am the fish. Luckily, fish can eat fish too. So I'm just going to keep gobbling up fish and become a bigger fish. And then before you know it, I'll be the big honcho fish. Heck yeah. Yasher says, I forgot. I did get the controller too warm thing once for the first time recently. Did yours shut off though? The funny thing about that is that the controllers aren't even actually hot when that happens. It's like, hey, I'm hot. And it's like room temperature. Alapex says, tried to catch a fish for Cheaty, but got a turtle instead. Yeah, you can catch all kinds of silly things over there. Someone even caught a car once. Latimosa says, what if a bigger fish eats you? Nonsense, can't happen. Nope, won't let it happen. Nope, won't let it happen. No way, no how. Not gonna happen. I am the big fish gobbler. I am the fish gobbler. Oh, look at that! You caught a stick. You caught a stick. Nice. Yasher says it warned me, so I tapped it to deactivate it myself. But yeah, it wasn't warmer than usual. La da da da. You know, one thing I hope though is that I don't take this headset in for a return. Because I used a special transaction. They give you one transaction a year on your birthday month to get 20% off of something. So I hope I don't take this headset in and go, hey, it's not working right. So then they refund me the monies, right? Or the store credit or whatever. And then they go, okay, well, you can go to another store because they don't have another one over there. So I can go to another store, but then I have to pay full price for that one because I already used up my once a year transaction. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope they do. They help. I hope they help me out there. Although this controller is being nice now. I don't know. Vladimosa says, what if we squish Hayo in blankets so they stop rambling around? But I like to talk. I'm allowed to talk, right? I gotta talk. That's what the streamers gotta do. Alapex says, I can't get the fish for a Cheaty. Don't worry, you keep trying. It'll happen eventually. Latimosa says, no, I'm gonna join your VRC world. Watch out. No. No joining my world. You shouldn't be able to anyway. But yeah, I'm usually doing these streams on my own space. I've tried to do multi-stream things and stuff like that, and for some people it works out, usually when they don't talk. What if I join? What occurs? Nothing. I usually prefer that people don't talk when they come in here. That way I can still communicate with people in the chat and stuff like that, and not have to pay attention here and pay attention there and pay attention there, and then my mind gets all boggled up, and then I just don't want to do either. I will cause explosions. I definitely don't want that. Wah. Anyway, what brings you here to Latimosa? What if those explosions spawn fish? We may have to talk about it then. Alapex going again for another fish. Can they do it? Latimosa says, I don't know, I just joined, because why not? Bored. Nice, I understand. It's a mackerel. Delicious. Thank you. Thank you, Alapex. Greatly appreciated. Finally, a fish. Yeah, you caught one. Great job. Latimosa says, did you not even cook the fish? Ew, you gotta gut it at least. Nah, I'm a fishin'. I just gobble up the fish. You know what gutting a fish does? It takes time. You know what cooking a fish does? It takes time. You know what I don't have a lot of? Time. So I just gobble it up. Heck yeah, it's delicious either way. Yeah, zero waste, says Azuri. Where is there a nugget? I mean, it looks like you caught one. Why is there a nugget? There's a lot of things. Actually, somebody else, Zillusion, who actually rated us last time we were here, she has this similar thing, but she replaced all the fish. At least I think she replaced all the fish with drawings that she's done over time. So there's a good chance that you can actually catch a volley and her friends or her while fishing, which is really cool. I think that's a really sweet, really cool touch. They basically, you know how you can make channel points on some streams? Well, if you make, I think it's 4,000 channel points, you can put in a thing, and then she'll draw you a little tiny version of like you or something, and then throw you into the game with a however many chance of getting caught as one of the items. Lottie Mosa says, time equals money. Cheaty goes down to the fish stand and says to the man running the stand, hey, got any fish? The man said no. Alapec says, who is putting nuggets in the water? Such a shame. I mean, you can find tires, you can find scooters, you can find cars, you can find old Windows computers, or Windows, like DOS computers. Windows DOS computers. I'm saying that right. Oh. Alapec says, I'm going to a high... delicious. Thank you, Zephyrus. The man said no. Alapec says, I'm going to go to Ohio and catch a cheaty. The only acceptable time to go to Ohio is to catch a cheaty. A sailfish. That looks a little dangerous to gobble up. I think I'm going to pass on that one. A Windows DOS machine? I mean, if you got Windows 3.1 or something, technically it's like... brain farting. It's technically like a window. Whoa. Latimosa says, we just sell fish juice. Would you like a glass? The Heil said, I'll pass. I like that. Bum, 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 bum. I think I'm due for a cup of coffee. I've only had like 2 cups today. I'm usually like a 4-cupper kind of bird. Then he scuttled away, scuttled. Till the very next day, bum 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 bum, till the very next day. Uh-oh, the yawning has begun. I know, oh my gosh. I feel like sitting down. I've been standing for a while. Let's see here. Can I do it without like causing a whole bunch of problems? Wait, what if I... Oh, this is nice. Oh, that's comfy. Okay, let's Latimosa says, when the Haya walked up to the fish stand, they said to the man, wait. When the Haya walked up to the fish stand, they said to the man running the stand, hey, bump, 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 got any fish? Let's see here. Disable full body because I don't have it set up for this headset. And then stand. Wait, stand. There we go. Now I go TV stand mode. Look, guys, I have a TV dinner in my hands. As I see this as like a thing, like, yeah, you're sitting down kind of thing. You see this motion right here, where the hands are not at the side, like this. They're just like in front of them like this. The man said no, just like I said yesterday, we sell fish juice, okay? Why not give it a try? The Heil said goodbye. Alapec says, I mean, I don't like fish, so Cheaty can have mine. Heck yeah! I like fish. And the funny thing is that I actually like fish. Like, it was just a joke about Cheaty liking fish because I wanted to give Cheaty like a funny thing that he does, just like a funny character thing. I was like, what if he liked fish? So like anytime there was fish, he would just gobble it up or whatever. But then I was like, you know what? Let me actually try fish. So we went to a restaurant and we ordered a what's called a beer battered haddock sandwich, and which is a fish sandwich. And then it got to our table, and this thing was huge. It was a very large sandwich. And then I didn't expect that, first of all, but I took a bite into it and I'm like, oh my god, this is delicious. And I ate the whole thing, and then I went home and fell asleep for like 2 hours. I love that sandwich, but I have to plan the day out if I ever have that, because it just makes me so tired. I'm assuming it's all the bread that's in it, because it is a very large sandwich. But man, it is so good. Lightning Moses says, and then he scuttled away, scuttle, scuttle, scuttle. Then he scuttled away, scuttle, scuttle, scuttle. Till the very next day. Azuri says, do you like sushi? I love sushi. I love sushi myself too. I don't get it very often because it's usually kind of expensive for the amount of food that you get and stuff like that. But every time I have it, it's really tasty. Latamosa says, when the Hio walked up to the lemonade stand, the fish stand, they said to the man running the stand, hey, bum, 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 got any fish? The man said, look, this is getting old. I mean, lemonades. Wait, hold on. I'm just making sure that you're saying that right. The man said, look, this is getting old. I mean, fish juice is all we got. Sold. We've ever sold. Why not give it a go? Bahio said, how about no? No. I don't think so. No, not happening. But no, sushi is really good. The last time we had sushi, we went to a store that's dedicated to it. And I like sushi, but I found out that day that there are other people who like it even more than I do. Because we ordered one platter with 10 little sushi pieces on it. And it was really tasty. But then the people next to us, there was a couple that was next to us, and they bought I swear it had to have been 80 pieces of sushi. They must have, I swear it must have been $200 worth of fish on their table. It was so much sushi. Oh my gosh. When the Hio walked up to the fish stand, he said to the man running the stand, hey, bum, 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 got any fish? The man said, that's it. If you don't stay away, Hio, I'll glue you to a tree and leave you there all day stuck. So don't get too close. The Hio said, adios. Got any tacos? Lemonade? Wow, grape lemonade. I never thought of that. 10 tacos. Delicious. So you tracked that pretty good. 10 explosive tacos. Uh-oh. Yasher says, my boss went to a high-end sushi restaurant and spent nearly $500 on sushi. I'd love to try it someday. You know, the weird thing is that I think in the United States, not sushi, but crabs, you know, white, what are they called? White snow crabs and stuff, or king crabs, right? That was considered a really, really cheap, prison food for the longest time, because nobody wanted to eat it. But now, it's a really expensive dinner, which is so dumb. Alright, Ladimosa, have a good one, Bean. See you later. Alapek says, I tried sushi once. I ate a wad of wasabi to get the taste out of my mouth. I mean, more for me, right? Lobsters too, but rich people thought how the poorest ate was quaint, and now it's overpriced. Can we not have like the nice things? I want cheap fish. Like there's a fish. There was a platter of well, not a platter. What do they call that? A styrofoam thing full of fish. And it was like 4 little slices of some kind of fish or whatever, but it was like $4 for this thing that was like as light as a feather. I was like, that looks really tasty, but it's like, why is it so much? Well, and $4 doesn't sound that expensive, but it's like something like that used to cost like 50 cents to $1, and now it's $4. Snow king crab snow legs, or what are they called? Snow crab legs or whatever, are like $30 now. That's how much it used to cost if you went to like Red Lobster and order it prepared for yourself. Now it's like $30 if you need to prepare it yourself. That's kind of poopy. I don't like that. I love crab legs though. They're so good. It's like if there was something. Oh, I wonder if I can get Smiley to do it. I want crab legs for my birthday. I want crab legs. Heck yeah. And I want the full experience. I want the butter. I'm gonna have the butter. Ooh, was there an Eevee? I missed that one. Hey, Alapex, congratulations, you caught it. Nice. Great job, Bean. But yeah, I want the snow crab legs. I just want to like maybe half of it to myself, right? Like I want the snow crab legs. I haven't had that. Shoot, it's been like a year. Maybe more. Wow. The reason why we don't usually get crab legs is because Smiley has a really hard time enjoying it. He likes the flavor of it, but he wants to like crack the legs open himself, and he kind of doesn't know how to do that. Even though I keep showing him how to do it, he just doesn't. I don't know what's going on, but he just can't do it. So I end up having to do it for him, and I don't think he likes that. So we never get it. But oh my gosh, I want that for my birthday so bad. Maybe I just ask him for that. I'll just say, hey, can I have this? I want this. Azuri says, oh, wow, okay, I'm gonna head home. I'm still listening, but can't see or interact. All right, Azuri, have yourself a good drive home. Drive safe. Be safe, Bean. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this microphone. It sounds so nice, but at the same time, I definitely hear the overmodulation. And it bothers me a little bit, but gosh, I wish it would just not do the overmod, because it would be perfect. It'd be so good. It'd be so good. Alapex says, yeah, like once a year I try fish. Well, I'm glad you're at least trying it, because everyone's like flavor profiles and likes and dislikes and things like that change, I would say, once every 6 months to a year. So it's good that you're trying it. I hope one of these days you get to try it and you're like, oh, that's actually pretty good. Like when I was growing up, well, not growing up, but I mean, like when I hit like 21 years old, I was allowed to have alcohol, and somebody gave me a beer. And I tried to drink it, and I was like, oh, this is freaking rancid. Like, this is garbage. Why do you drink this? And when I tried that, my what is it called? My diet consisted of a lot of sugar. back then, and like really strong flavorings like salt and things like that. So my palate. Oh Jesus Christ! Why? You dork! Wow, I love you. Oh my god. Thought process. What was I saying? Okay, my little heart is pounding now. What was I saying? Crap. Oh, the flavoring things and stuff like that. Please tell Smiley not to jump scare, chat. That was loud. I may have to start using a different microphone because this one's really sensitive, and that scared the crap out of me too. But no, I had my first beer and I was like, this is disgusting. Why do you guys drink this? So for like, I think I tried drinking a beer. I didn't like it. And then I didn't like even try another one until like until I was like 25 years old. So I skipped, like I had one, I hated it, skipped it all the way until I was 25 years old. And then I tried it again. But in the meantime of that happening, I was with Smiley, and Smiley said, you should probably not have that much sugar in your diet because, or salt and all that stuff, because that's really not good for you. And I didn't like it at first because I liked my sugar. But I basically almost got rid of almost all sugar from my diet, except for like this cookies that you guys gift me every once in a while now. But I got rid of all the sugar in my diet. I had a lot less salt intake as well. And then I noticed, like, all of a sudden things that tasted really nasty to me before started tasting really, really good. Like things that don't necessarily have like a lot of flavor to them, like they're really light on flavor, suddenly kind of seemed like they had a lot of flavor to them. And I was like, you know what? I want to try something. So I went to, I think it was a liquor store that I went to, and bought a single bottle of beer. It was, what was it called? A Neapolitan stout. I was told this would be really good. So I got a Neapolitan stout. And then I went to a party and I popped it open and I drank it. And I was like, whoa. I was like, holy cow. Because like it tasted like ice cream. But it was a beer. And I was like, wow, that's good. I like that. So then I started like trying every other weekend or whatever. I would try like other things. So I'd just try like a regular everyday beer or whatever. And now like a regular beer tastes like a fresh loaf of bread. Which it definitely didn't taste like that before. When I tried that first thing of beer, like when I hit 21 years old, I literally wanted to barf. It was so bad. It was so bad. But then like now I have it and it's just like, whoa, that's so refreshing. Like it's like, holy cow, I get it. I get it now. You know? So I don't know, like if you change like things like your sugar intake, your salt intake, like if you take something away from your palate that you're so used to having all the time because almost every meal has it or something, you get rid of it, your tastes will change dramatically. So if you have a lot of sugar in your diet, if you remove it, all of a sudden things that aren't as sugary, that tasted really bland or nasty before, might suddenly taste really, really good. If you take a lot of salt out of your diet, not all of it, mind you, because you do kind of need salts for your body to work correctly. You don't need sugar though. You want to know something interesting? Let me see here. What was the thing? I think it was Italians, if I remember correctly. Somebody found a really old, like, what do they call it? A crypt or something? A place where a whole bunch of people from like the 1600s or something were buried, and they, for some reason, which sounds kind of like a really bad thing to do, but they actually opened the caskets and stuff and looked at all the teeth, or well, the whole body obviously, but one thing they noted was that the teeth on all of these people were fine. There was no cavities, there was no issues with the teeth or anything like that. But this was at a time when sugar wasn't really a thing in that area, because sugar was like coming from one main part of the world somewhere, and since then it's moved to a lot more places, because it's a commodity that a lot of people like. But it used to only be in one place, and before it was discovered that this is a great sweetener, a lot of people didn't have sugar in their diet, and they noted, like, yeah, the people who literally didn't have access to sugar, their teeth were fine. So, it's also kind of funny. Smiley is very much against like sugary things. He's not a fan of eating anything with sugar in it. And he has beautiful teeth. Like his teeth are perfect. And it was kind of funny because like he was at work and he's like, you know what I like to do is go into the what is it called? Not the office, but the little kitchenette thing that they have at jobs or whatever. And he would go in there and they had this like little candy dish and you could take like one piece of candy. And he was like, yeah, I was eating one single piece of candy every so often. And he would do this for 3 months. He would just eat only one piece of candy every day or every other day or something like that. 3 months go by, and then he has a dentist appointment. And he's very good at like brushing his teeth in the morning and at night and stuff like that. So he's really good at brushing his teeth. And he got to the dentist, and they're like, "Yeah, you have a cavity." And he's like, "I'm what years old now, and I've only been eating candy for 3 months, and I have a cavity now, and I brush my teeth every day and everything." So he stopped eating candy, and never again did he ever get a cavity again. So I'm not gonna lie, I used to have really bad teeth. I had a lot of sugar in my diet. I wasn't necessarily taking the best care of my teeth either. I used to have really bad teeth, but I removed all the candy, the sugar, everything from my diet. I brush my teeth every single day now. And I got my teeth repaired years ago. Like they were really bad. I got rid of all the cavities, the fillings, the whole 9 yards. My teeth are not necessarily the prettiest thing to look at because I had, what are they called? Not the molars, but the wisdom teeth in my mouth for a while, and everything got pushed out of whack. It's just not something that I'm really concerned about. The teeth work fine, so I can still chew food and stuff. It's just not the best smile, I guess. But I don't have any cavities anymore. I don't have sugar in my diet. I brush my teeth every day. No more cavities. Not a single one. And that's been amazing. The funny thing is, Yasher says, America food is so sugary, it's ridiculous. Did you know that if you go to McDonald's, right, and order a burger, they call the meat in those burgers 100% beef, but did you know they I wouldn't say they lace it, but they actually like put sugars and stuff in the beef to make it taste better. I mean, they put a lot of different things in those beef patties, but like one of the things they do put in there is sugar, and they put sugar in the bread too. And I didn't necessarily do this on purpose, but this is something that some people. Well, I didn't do this. My sister did this, but one of the things that really bothers me about McDonald's food, like the burgers and stuff like that, And there's been tons of tests on this. This is absolutely something that happens all the time. Like, you can repeat this. I was taking care of my siblings. My mom said, "Hey, can you go pick up McDonald's for them to have so that before they go to their dad's for the weekend?" I said, "Sure, I can do that." So I went and got the McDonald's, ordered 2 little kids meals. They came with little burgers and stuff like that. And I'll get it all set up for them and everything like that. And I was like, "All right, guys, come and eat this." And then what did I do? I think I went to my bedroom at the time there and picked up a couple things. I came back downstairs and both of them said, "I finished my dinner. Can I go outside and play?" I said, "Wow, that was really quick. But sure, you can go ahead and do that. Go on and go outside." So they went outside and played. And I cleaned up everything and then put everything in the trash and stuff. And I didn't think much of it. I would say probably about maybe 5 months from that point go by. And their room was a mess, right? So my brother and my sister shared a room at the time. And the room was completely messy. There's toys freaking everywhere and stuff. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to clean this up really quick. So I tore everything apart. When I do this, I rearrange the room and everything to make it all like completely new and fun for them when they come back to it. So I was like, I tore the whole room apart, took all the beds apart, made the whole room completely different. But one of the things I did is I checked behind their toy box for any toys that might be back there. And you won't believe it, 5 months after that thing where I got them McDonald's that day, were 2 little cheeseburgers. And they still look like cheeseburgers. They weren't moldy. They weren't doing anything weird. They look like they just came out of the box 5 months later. And I was like, what? What is this? Yo, you guys both caught it. Wishy-washy. Caught both by Yashra and Alapex. Great job, you two. That was like a good team effort right there. Yashra says McDonald's is so expensive now too. I'd rather get any other better tasting fast food. I'm a pretty good fan of Burger King. Not so much. I used to work for them. That was my very first job. I worked at a Burger King and I did well. But I just kind of like. I think their food just taste real. Like when you get a Whopper, there's so many. There's onions, there's lettuce, there's tomatoes, there's pickles, there's cheese, I'm getting hungry now. But I don't want Burger King. Like I don't want to. I'm on a diet right now. I don't want to go get that. But like, it just tastes better. And also, I have had McDonald's like maybe 2 years ago, and when I had it, it just sits in your stomach. If that makes any sense. Like if you have McDonald's, it feels like a brick in there, and it just does not feel good. Burger King, on the other hand, you eat it and it's like, oh, that was really tasty. Like I want more. But man, like that's sad. That McDonald's, I don't know why McDonald's thinks they're so great, but they're not. They're really. One thing I wanted to try. I was in the UK. I was in the UK about a couple months ago this year, and one of the things I wanted to do was try UK McDonald's, and we were literally right there, and we said we were going to get it, but we were going to wait till the next day, and then we never got it. I was so bummed out because I wanted to know what McDonald's tasted like in the UK. Yasher says Burger King. Hello, Zephys. Welcome on through, Bean. Yasher says they have a better grilled flavor too. I think that's in talking about Burger King. Yeah, I don't know. Like they also do something weird with the mustard or something, because like a regular cheeseburger from Burger King is very strong on the mustard flavor. And when I was a kid, I hated that. But like these days, I think that flavor is freaking awesome. I would even to be honest, if Burger King's double cheeseburgers were more expensive than McDonald's burgers, I would still buy the Burger King ones, because they are just they look better too. Is that a thing I can say? like Burger King's burgers, just at least from the places I've gotten them from, they look like they actually care. Does that make any sense? Like they look like they actually care about the presentation of what they're giving you. You know how like you look up on the board and there's like a picture of the burger you're getting, and then when you order it from Burger King, you get it, and it doesn't look absolutely perfect like the picture, but it still looks kind of like, yeah, that's what I ordered. But if you go to McDonald's, oh my god, they show you this beautiful picture of this little cheeseburger that they're selling you, and then you get it and it's a freaking mess. It is laughable. It is laughable. Yasher says used to be fine when they had the dollar menu. I wish they could still do that. Like they got to come out with something for the dollar menu. Like why can you go to what is it called, Dollar General, and they have like a refrigerated section, and you can buy, I think it's $1.25 now, so it's not exactly $1, but you can buy I think it's a frozen burger for $1.25. If someone out there can do that, why can't McDonald's do it? With the garbage crap they're using in their food these days, why can they not do that? Let's see, dollar menu. I like their fries though. I don't like their fries either. McDonald's fries are like just, I don't know. Like if you get McDonald's fries, you have to eat them immediately. Guys, it's been 15 minutes. Have you been staying hydrated? Don't forget to check your posture. Really important here. I like their fries though. Fresh cooked fries were great. Yeah, if they're freshly cooked, they're actually okay. I will give it that. But if you let them get like even a little bit cold, they taste like cardboard, and they're just chock full of grease. It's not the best. Paschetti says, "Get booped, nerd." Hey, you, get out of here. No, you come here. You're gonna get booped too. Boop. Yeah, take that. Well, hello. Hi. Zephyr's Prime. In my area, all the fast food sandwiches look like they were flattened on purpose. That's unfortunate. Comparing Burger King and McDonald's, we're kind of comparing just any fast food restaurant, but Burger King and McDonald's are the two we're working on right now. Hi, Smiley? Wait, where? Is he here? Who's this? It's not showing their name. Weird. Yeah, Smiley came in here earlier and scared everyone. All the chat members and me too. The microphones tends to pick up everything in the room. I'm actually surprised how quiet the birds are being right now. That's really cool. Oh, the chair never squeaks. It's squeaking a lot right now. Isaac says, I have yet to find a fry that can be reheated and still be good. Let's see. Who's got the best fries? I would say if I wanted something kind of fun, I would absolutely go for an Arby's curly fry. Those are, I mean, they season those pretty good. They kind of keep their flavor going pretty good when they start getting a little bit cooler, but they're not like reheatable or anything like that. I don't know if I'd ever reheat a deep fried fry. I have had good luck with the, you know how you can bake fries, like from a bag? Those usually reheat pretty well, because they keep the crispiness and stuff. But if you ever reheat a deep fried fry, it's just sadness. it's just, aw, this used to be so good and now it's garbage. Alpec says, when I went to Prague, got McDonald's, it was actually food there. See, that's what I wish I could do. I mean, we will be going back to the UK at some point. In fact, one of our two friends are getting a house together, which is really cool. And we might have a place to actually go instead of renting a flat, is what they called it. We won't have to do that next time, but we'll actually stay with a friend, which would be really cool if we can do that. Oh, a waffle fry. Oh, those are good. Yeah. The only one I can think of that does that, what is it called? Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A does that. Those are really, really good. I have had them before. I'm not the biggest fan of the practices of Chick-fil-A, though. I'm sure we all know about what they did. Because I'm the one of the people that they technically hated. So, gosh, they made so much money off of the misfortune of people like me. But it's like I still get a sandwich there every once in a long while. I'm sorry, it's really good. The chicken sandwiches they have are really, really good. But they're a crap company. Not to say that any company out there isn't. But they're exceptionally bad because they're one of the ones that did that and then also got away with it. And then they came out with a thing like not too long after. It's like, oh, we're sorry, we don't mean that. But they already made all the money off of that. Dude, the lines that were coming out of those places, that was nuts that day. I was like, wow, look at all these people being mean, for lack of better words. Oh my gosh. You know it's I'm like thinking if I want to bring this subject up. But it's really interesting to me that people like me still get hate out there and stuff. That's still a thing. But it's so much less nowadays. The chicken's good, but really salty. But it is my favorite though. Waffle fries, yeah. The waffle fries are really good. I wish they could I wish other places could make those. Maybe we'll skip that conversation. I don't know if I want to get into that. Alapec says, so for me, I enjoy their sandwiches, but don't go often because their lines are always super long and that I don't end up going. It's actually really surprising. I mean, again, the sandwiches are really, really good. So yeah, they're a crap business, but they know what they're doing, and they're doing it well. And it's kind of funny, they're almost always so busy that they actually I don't know if you guys have this, but up here we get a lot of snow during the winter and stuff. So what they do over here at the Chick-fil-A's is they actually have covered order windows, and actual people are out there taking your orders even during the winter. And then this covered space is actually heated with really powerful heaters. I don't know how on earth they make money back after running these industrial heaters and stuff to keep you dry and heated. When you roll your window down, you're not feeling like the cold snow getting into your car or the cold wind. It's actually heated with fans blowing the heat around so that you don't have to be cold and stuff. They go all out over here. And I'm just they're that busy though, is that they can actually do that and still make money and have this people appreciate going there because they can enjoy themselves while staying in line for 30 minutes to order chicken. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever seen any other restaurant do that, where they actually have heated carports for the ordering people. Alapec says, so for me, I enjoy their... Oh wait, that's right. They don't get your order wrong every time. Well, the thing is that for us over here, those carports, they have these really big screens, and they're literally right there, and you're talking face to face with them. You can hear them because you're not coming across a intercom system. So like you say, I want a chicken sandwich, and then they press the chicken sandwich button or something, and then it comes up on this really big display. And if they get it wrong, it's like, no, I want a chicken sandwich, not a orange juice. I will say I have gone to Burger King before. I've gone to Burger King, and they have gotten my order so wrong that I feel like I've gotten somebody else's order at one point. I ordered a Whopper Jr., the most recent one that I did, like maybe a month ago. I ordered a Whopper Jr. and a large, I think I ordered a large Coke and a fry. I got the fry, but the Whopper Jr. was not a Whopper Jr. I don't know what that sandwich was. I've never had something like that from Burger King before, but it was freaking delicious. It had like bacon on it and like a really tasty thing. I'm not really sure what the heck that was. But it was not a Whopper Jr. And also my Coca-Cola was not large. It was like a medium. At least I think. It's been so long since I've been to Burger King. I don't know if the large is a medium now or something. Hold on. Okay. The narrator. Guess who's back? It is I, the narrator. Hello, Bean. If I remember correctly, the narrator, you're the one who was doing the what is that called? The storyline thing where I had to like choose what I was going to do. Like I was playing like a MMO or something. I have to say I don't think I can do that anymore. But that was really cool that you did it. But I think it just takes over the chat too much. But it was really fun when you brought that in the first time. But how you doing? Welcome on back. Gasher says, wait for the AI ordering robots. I am. If the AI will find well, I don't go to fast food joints that much anymore, so I don't know for sure. But there has been a couple times where they introduce like AI to the ordering systems, and people take advantage of it and really try to screw them over. But like, hey, I'm going to order 10,000 cups of water, and then the AI goes, "Oh yeah, sure, I'll do that." Well, no, the narrator. I like to talk to people in the chat. That's not much of a gamer or anything like that, and I was really confused about what was going on at some points. I think I'd rather just chat with the chat. But you're more than welcome to mess with all the stuff that's available to you here. Why? Cyberboy says, Cheeto Burb, hello there. How you doing, Bean? Well, come on in. What brings you here today? Are you a burb too? I really wonder what causes that. Why? The narrator says, also, there's chat help where chat can join. It's the only thing is that it just becomes really disruptive. I'm not trying to like be mean to you or anything like that, but it does like kind of take over. the chat, and then I have nothing else to talk about because of that. Pasquetti, what you doing, Bean? I'm not sure. I think who's the purple bird down here? Who is that? What's Zephyrus? Hey, I thought that was Blender for a second. Blender's still a purple bird on here too. Oh wait, what time is it? Oh, hold on. Wow, we've been live for 2 hours. Holy cow. It has not felt like that. It is currently 6 o'clock p.m. and Smiley hasn't come in here. I'm kind of wondering if maybe I should check up on him. Maybe I should grab another card. You know, one of the things that I've been noticing recently is I've been trying to, how do I say, open my mind to a whole... What the heck is that? But no, one of the things I've been trying to do is open my mind to a whole lot more things recently, because I've been kind of like closing my mind off to a whole lot of stuff. It's like, no, I don't like that, and that's how it is, so I'm not going to do that. So I've been trying to open my mind to things. The thing is that some of these things that I'm trying to open my mind to, people are starting to try and bring into spaces that I'm not happy with that happening. And that's not cool. So hopefully I can put a stop to that at some point. Wow, 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 wow. I do have a Discord. Yeah. It is !chat, I believe, is for the Discord. Alapex says, I'm trying to level the Pokemon I have caught to many water types. That's right, because you can actually catch those Pokemon in the bottom left-hand corner down there, and then you can actually battle them against other people's Pokemon in the chat or against the bot and level them up. There you go. It's not much to look at, but it's something to keep on top of all the things that I do online. Whether it be dad joke videos or a stream or just a picture, which I haven't done one of those in a while. I should do one of those today. Or a couple. I would like to do like 3 of them. 3 little hold on, I'll be right back. Where's the thing at? What's that for? Is it cooking downstairs? Okay. Are you gonna go work out? Okay, cool. I'm gonna say one thing about the PSVR 2. Compared to like the Quest 3 and the Pro and the 2 and the 1 and all that stuff, this thing sounds incredibly chintzy. Like just moving the headset around, like listen to this. Like it's just super crunchy. But I don't know, like the visuals are amazing for Fresnel lenses. Like even going from a Quest 2, like knowing what pancake lenses can look like, this is really pretty still sharp all the way to the edge. Okay, now I can do it so it's not disruptive to the chat. Yippee! Yeah. Just so you know, I don't check Discord during streams, though. I can't do multiple things at once, so I usually keep it just to the chat here. But if you want to do it off stream, you can do that. So your name is The Narrator, right? Do you go to other people's streams and do the game that you do as well, or just my stream? Yes? Most have failed. I wonder. You know, I wonder if I put this controller over here, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try and move both of my controllers to the left-hand side and see if the other one loses tracking too. Alapec says, Cheaty doing the jazz hands. Yeah. The funny thing is that now both the controller... Oh, there it goes. That one stopped. But this one didn't. So that makes me think it is the... It is the controller causing the problem. So that makes me think maybe the rings aren't lighting up like they're supposed to. But I don't know how to change the camera. Or turn the camera on, that is. The narrator says, what I do is I go to chat and I follow them. I ask them if they want to play, and if they say no, I tell them good day, and I leave. I do this until I find someone I can have fun with. Actually, the reason why I added the slow command, the chat command, and all those commands was a suggestion by a streamer because it was suffering the same issues you're talking about. I think the only reason, I mean, obviously it was taking over the chat, but the thing is that I just didn't know what to do. I don't do those types of games, so I would just like assume that I'm going to do this basically the same move over and over because it feels like the other moves that I could do were not really useful. So like I was doing the one move, and you were not a fan of that. I remember that. I was like, oh boy. I'm doing the jazz hands. The jazz hands. Yeah. So in a little bit here, I gotta leave. 25 more minutes. It's such a weird sound. Like you can tell that they put the majority of the build for this headset into the optics. So like the eye tracking, the OLED panels, and what are these called? The lenses. They obviously did some really fun trickery to it because it looks so much better than like the Quest 2 or the 3S and the 2 of the Quest sideline things. That's just because I don't play those types of games, the narrator. That's not something you're doing wrong. I never played D&D, and that sort of sounds like kind of what my understanding of what you're doing is kind of like a D&D thing where there's like what you call a dungeon master, I think. And that's what you are. You basically tell the story how it goes, and then you give me options along the way. Like a multiple choice thing, like what would you like to do next? I just never played I mean, I don't play a lot of games. That's the thing. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or whatever, but I just don't play games that much anymore. I like to talk to people. That's what I like to do. I like talking. And that might be noticed a lot. I like to talk a lot. Outletpack says, just hanging out with, just hang out with only people who play mute character and do the same. The narrator says, imagine it like Pokemon. It's kind of like that. Definitely. Because I get like 4 moves. And then like maybe a bag full of like potions or something like that to heal myself back up again. Whoa, what Pokemon is that? That's a kind of weird looking one. Guys, there's a Pokemon down there. Look at that. Yeah. Alapeg says, then you don't have to worry about having not a great mic. I feel like I would be wasting something if I didn't use my voice for things that I do. Personally, my voice is I'm not gonna say like my voice is amazing or anything like that, but it's like I know that it's a certain type of thing that people seem to like about what I do online. I get told about it an awful lot, so I have to I have to notice that there's something that people like about it. Oh, it was called Trubbish. It was like a rubbish Pokemon. That's weird. I added items going to common to chromatic. Common, rare, epic, legendary, chromatic. Whoa. Hold on. Excuse me. Alapec says, aha, my 6th Pokemon. Heck yeah. Oh, did you catch it? Oh, you did. Look at that. Great job there, Alapex. But no, I feel like I'd be missing out on a lot if I did not use my voice for things. So like whenever it comes to like getting a microphone working right, I like to definitely have a good sounding microphone. I've actually had people get upset with me before because I used to, for the longest time, use a studio mic for Discord. So like it would be really crisp, it'd sound really nice, it'd sound like I was talking on a radio, but in people's Discord servers. And one day I decided, you know what, I don't want to use this anymore. I want to be able to use a wireless headset. And at that time, wireless headsets had pretty terrible mics. I have one now that sounds relatively okay, but it's still not perfect. But it definitely wasn't studio quality. And they got mad. They're like, no, get off that garbage mic and go get your normal one. It's like, but I want the comfort of like a normal like headset mic. I don't want to like have this massive thing in front of my face all the time. And like, no, you're not allowed to do that. You are like Cheaty Bird. You need the you need the big mic. So I eventually just kept using the wireless mic, and people got used to it eventually. But I'm kind of thinking I might go back to the studio mic again. It was fun using that, and I could have some real fun with it sometimes. Azuri says, "Wah wah! I'm home. I may or may not have picked up some McDonald's on the way." Oh my gosh. Well, you better eat those fries quick before they go bad. The narrator says update 1.2 is a nerf. The rate you get levels also add XP potions, HP potions, and attack potions. Nice. 1.3 update changed the main attack of the Necromancer to Green Ball. Leofi Davali. It's a cute name. I like that. You know, I'm gonna check my batteries. How are my batteries doing? Oh my gosh, they're almost dead. Well, the right controller is doing fine. It's at 47%. But the one on the left is at 27. That is a huge discrepancy. And we've only been in VR for 2 hours. And the left controller is almost dead. That makes me think this controller might not be the original one that came with this headset, and this one might be much older. Because it definitely seems to have more cycles on it if the battery's almost dead already. Which would explain its weird tracking issues. I wonder if that store carries extra controllers for this. I might be able to just take this one controller and be like, hey, can we replace this? Because this one's obviously not having a good time. The narrator also says, 1.4 update nerfed the scaling of enemies so they are guaranteed to be your level. Yasher says, can't RMA it with the manufacturer? I bought this headset used. That's kind of like why I'm a little worried about the replacement of this. I bought it used from a local store over there. Like I'm pointing in that direction, like you guys know where I'm talking about. But it's literally up the street. There's a game store there that sells like literally everything gaming related. Xboxes of all sorts. Like we're talking like original Xbox 360, the Xbox One, Xbox Series, all the PlayStations, Nintendos, Ataris. I mean, all kinds of stuff there. So like, I like some. That's one of the local stores that are over here. There's also a GameStop right next door to it, and technically this headset was cheaper at GameStop. And I technically could have gotten myself, what is it called? I could have gotten myself, I think like a 2-year warranty with this headset if I would have gone to GameStop. But I wanted to support the local store because the people there are just so cool. I'm sorry, GameStop has nothing on it. I don't know if it's just the people that they're hiring at GameStop or something, but the people at that place over there are phenomenal. They do so many awesome things. Hold on. Okay. Oh, it's only been 5 minutes. But no, I think I should be able to go there and be like, hey, this controller out of the set you gave me seems to be having some issues. The battery dies really fast. It loses tracking all the time. This one's doing great now that I figured out some Bluetooth interference stuff. But this one just keeps going out all the time. So I think it might just be this, but like I said, the headset itself has a broken piece. It looks like it got hit by something really hard. And there's a broken piece to the headset right here that's on the left side, and the left side is the part that's having trouble. So I'm hoping like the tracking camera didn't get knocked out of alignment, and that's why this keeps losing its tracking. But we'll see. Azuri says, oh, the joys of buying secondhand stuff, figuring out why it was returned in the first place. Yeah, I mean, I have bought a lot of stuff from that store. And I've returned a lot of stuff to that store because they give you in-store credit towards the next great adventure you're going to go on, basically. But I like that store a lot, and I'll keep supporting them because they even support me too. Like I said, the headset, I got $60 off of it because it was my birthday. like, try and go to GameStop and get that deal. You know what I mean? GameStop doesn't care about you, but that store over there, they definitely do. They're really cool over there. They don't like try to like scam you. Yasher says, yeah, that store over there. I've got one of those over there that way too. The narrator says, 1.5 update, the newest, adds command like chat help, chat battle, and game slow. 1.6 update, 2 more commands were added, check inventory and check stats. Alapec says, they may have sourced parts from multiple places. Well, I mean, you also have to take in, like, when someone returns something, they don't necessarily return it to that store. They trade it in. So they probably bought this, the original owner probably bought this from somewhere else for full price. And then they may have had it for a year or two, and then they said, you know what, I don't need this anymore. So they sold it to them for store credit or whatever. And then I bought it, right? So there could have been like a thing where like, especially if the headset has like a crack in it, there very well could have been that they broke this controller when they owned it, and then they replaced it. So technically this one is much newer. And I don't think there's any like noticeable difference between the controllers, like physically. But they may have broke this one and replaced it, so this one's new with a newer battery and internals and stuff. But this one's still the original one. And they may even have gotten to a point where like it was losing tracking all the time. And they're like, you know what? I'm just gonna trade this in and get money for it. And then they test it there, and the tracking, oh, there it goes again. The tracking doesn't go out for like the longest time. So they're like, oh, this is a good piece, we'll buy this from you. And then they sell it back to me. So, like I said, the battery in this is dying significantly faster than this one. That's pretty cool, the narrator. That's awesome. So let me see where we're at. This controller's at basically 50%. And this one's at 20. Oh, I can't move it. But this one here is at 25% right now. So there's obviously something different going on between the two controllers. Also, these controllers, brand new, only get about 3 to 4 hours of runtime. That is like kind of laughably short. But I found out that if you plug them in for 15 minutes, they have like a fast charging mode where when they're charging for the first 15 minutes, they charge up an hour of runtime in that 15 minutes. But for a full charge, like from 0 to 100, you're looking at about an hour and a half of charging for 4 hours of runtime. That just seems so weird. That's they only put a 500 milliamp hour battery in these things. That's small. That's smaller than my wireless audio headset has. And that's kind of weird. Like a AA battery has more capacity than that. I don't know why they chose such a small battery. Yasher says, take it apart and upgrade it. Once I get a working set of controllers, I just need to replace this one. But once I get a working set of controllers, I do plan to do that. I want to take them apart and at least see if I can fit like a 1000 milliamp hour battery in there. Like 8 hours, that's doable. But 4? I've had a couple times where I'm in VR for like 6 hours, and this battery life is not going to cut it. But like I said, the headset itself, it's a beautiful piece for $300. Like, holy cow! It was like, yeah, sure. Like even your character, like your character is like a really like a lot more subdued in color and stuff like that. But even your character, like, looks so much more detailed and just pretty on this headset. Like, I feel like I'm seeing some people for like the first time again. Like, so many, like, gosh, I was at that Avali meet yesterday. So many people's avatars were such a treat to look at. I was like, gosh, I've been missing out, man. Like, everybody's Avalis were so pretty yesterday. That was so cool. I also like to think like I like to think maybe the headset's a little less clear than my Quest Pro, but it just overall looks better. Yasher says, hold on, let me check the time. Okay. Yasher says, I need to add more color. I don't know, like the look that you're going for. I think it looks really cool. I don't think you have to change anything, to be honest. Ooh, that looks like a dinosaur. That's not a Pokemon. What is that thing? And here's to think a Pokeball will hold that thing. That thing is huge looking. It's a giraffe. Azuri, how's your McDonald's? Is it tasty? What kind of sandwich did you get? Did you get a sandwich? Azuri says it's McDonald's. Yeah. But I'm assuming if you went to McDonald's, you got a sandwich or something, right? How's your food? Or are you saying like it's McDonald's? What do you think it tastes like? I don't know. Heck yeah, the double cheeseburgers are pretty sweet. Like, that's what I would usually get from like a fast food joint. I would just get a double cheese. I think a double cheeseburger. Like I think that's what when we were talking about the burger that looked like a burger from McDonald's 5 months after it's been hiding behind a toy box. I think that was a double cheeseburger they had that day. But I'll agree with that. I think I would probably just have a double cheese if I ever went there. I'm not a huge fan of all the bread on a Big Mac. There's too much bread in that. Hi, Cynic. How you doing, Bean? Pescetti says, a burger that looks like a burger. So what I mean by that, Pescetti, I don't think you were here for the discussion earlier, but basically, my sister didn't want to eat her dinner because my mom asked me to go buy them McDonald's, so I got them kids' meals and brought them home. They didn't want to eat it, so they hid their burgers behind a toy box. Now, I didn't know they did this until 5 months down the line. As I was cleaning up their room to freshen it up and stuff like that, I looked behind the toy box, and the 2 burgers from 5 months ago were still there, and they look like regular burgers, like you just got them from McDonald's. And I cannot get over how funny that is. Cynic says, I'm doing alright. That's awesome to hear, Cynic. Azari says, yeah, the shelf life of a McBurger is quite questionable. Yeah. I mean, some people will go like, you know, I can't have a burger sit in my fridge for too long because it'll go bad. But if it's a McBurger, nah, you don't got nothing to worry about. It's never gonna go bad. Alright, we got 5 minutes left before dinner's ready. Heck yeah. Cynic says, a bit socially drained right now after a 4-hour collab stream. Oh heck! A collab stream? Who'd you collab with? That's a long time to collab. Wow. Yasher says, shelf life of a burger? The McDonald's burger will outlast the shelf you put it on. Oh my. No, but people have done that. They'll take like a I think it was a double cheeseburger actually that they did this with, but they took this McDonald's double cheeseburger and they put it into a jar, and I'm not sure that the experiment might still be going on right now, but I think they had the burger in a jar for 10 years, and it still to this day looks like a double cheeseburger. 10 years, guys. Cynic says, I think it was 10 years. Cynic says, with an IRL friend who was taking a bit of a streaming break for a while. Oh, so you welcome them back in by doing a collab with them. That's pretty cool. Iceland did it with their last meal served when McDonald's left. Wait, did McDonald's leave Iceland because they like put restrictions or something on what McDonald's could sell? I'm thinking that might be like the silly reason. Like, you know what? We can't sell garbage to people. We're gonna leave. What a horrible reason to leave up space. Is that what they did? Please tell me that's what they did. That'd be hilarious. McDonald's closed their Iceland restaurants in 2009. The news article was from 2019. Not sure if it's still there. Well, let me check the time. Okay. Guys, I'd hate to do this now because we're actually having like a pretty awesome little conversation here about McDonald's and stuff. Maybe we continue this next time we go live. But I think I'm going to get out of here for now. It is time for me to go. My controllers are about ready to die anyway. Oh. This is weird. The left controller has not moved. It's still at 27%. But the right controller, this one, went from 50%. Now it's at 37%. I feel like they need to be cycled a couple times to get like the proper thing. But this left one is having trouble still. So I'll probably replace that one. They left Iceland due to a financial crisis and high tariffs. McDonald's had a financial crisis? Interesting. I feel like McDonald's is somehow like this incredibly rich company. I find it hard to believe they had a financial... Oh, there's my alarm. Alright, guys, I need to get going. Oh, let me push the button. Alright, guys. Zephyrus says, wow, you're still here? I really wasn't expecting that. Yeah, but I gotta get going, though. I gotta go get dinner from downstairs. I know you just showed up, but I gotta go. Sorry about that, Bean. But I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Oh, Iceland had a financial crisis. Really? I guess it was too expensive to operate there. They still had to buy product and sell it to the population. Huh. Weird. But guys, I gotta get going. I gotta go get food out of the stove. Technically, I could stay alive and just go eat dinner and then come back. But how long have we been live for? 2.5 hours. I think that's good. Right? I think that's good. And I really appreciate you guys like letting me sit down. I know I usually like stand up, but it's nice to like sit and relax a little bit while talking with you guys. I promise not to do it all the time, but it is really nice to be able to sit there. Oh my gosh, Zephys, what have I told you about parking your car like this? There are people down here. You can't just park on top of them. Zephys. We've talked about this. What are you doing? Bean. Wow. But guys, I gotta get going. I think today I'm not gonna, well, yeah, I think today I'm not gonna read anybody. Maybe well, you know, let's see who's live. Let's see who's live. Say hello to my chest. Hello, chest. Also, Cynic, I know we were talking about it before. Oh, actually, I'm noticing. Boop. Unless it's just because I'm so used to the vibrant colors in the headset, I'm just not noticing it on the screen. But it does look a little subdued on this monitor, although this is a crap monitor anyway. Here, let me move the streaming thing over here. Oh, it's definitely more colorful over here. I was gonna say the recordings that I did yesterday actually look pretty decent, which is nice. So I'm glad to say that even though the HDR10 is turned on in the headset, it's not affecting the recording, so that's good. Talking yourself into things, I know, right? All right, let's go to twitch.tv. Because I'm gonna probably watch a streamer here in a little bit anyway, so maybe it'd be okay. So, oh darn, there's like 2 really cool people right now that are streaming, and I don't know which one to go for. Yeah, Cheaty Raid. Let's see here. I think because I'm probably gonna watch Neo. Oh, what is this? Oh dear.
Oh, that's easier said than done.
Is he watching a movie on stream?
No. Both of these reactions could result in a death, but we just have to get through it. Yeah, it's gonna go as a VOD, for sure. I'm gonna go through this fast. Because we've already done
It
this
did go up.
before,
I'm
and
ending the
we
stream right now.
can't, like, take choices that achieve the objectives until we've, like, looped a few times.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna send you guys over to Ritual here. I'm gonna probably be there with him in just a little bit here, so if you guys want to hop on over there, you definitely can. But I'm gonna get you guys over there to him right now, and I'm gonna get myself out of here because I need to go check the dinner, and I'm running out of time here. So do this. Raid space Ritual Neo.
Yeah,
There we go.
it's like a guy
Just so you know, the stream that we're going to be rating today, it has a,
and, like,
I would say it's more rated M than it is rated E for everyone, like my streams usually are. So it's a mature audience probably because it looks like he's playing a game that has some stuff in it that probably not everyone would want to watch. It's a horror game, so just so you guys are aware of that. Anyway, I'm going to send you guys over there, and I'm going to head out of here for now. You guys have a good one. Bye!
Nah, it's not an isekai.
It's done.